Hello everyone, friends. You are on the Moby channel and I am glad to see you on my channel again. Just recently, a new 17th episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse from Dom Studio was released, and in this video I will analyze this episode, and I will also have to tell you about some secrets. Yes, I'm talking about that very folder and why this time we did not get rid of the witnesses. Therefore, be sure to watch this video to the end. If you want to skip the most interesting, let's get 7,000 likes on this video. And also subscribe to the channel. Let's get 400,000 subscribers before the new year. Anyway, we're starting. The episode begins with what we see in the reflection of the camera woman elevator doors, and if you suddenly didn't understand, the whole episode 17 takes place on behalf of camera woman, and honestly I really liked it. As soon as the elevator doors opened, we immediately see how the fight between the agents and Skibidi toilets, and camera woman also immediately joined the fight. Her blows were gentle, but accurate and crushing, and as soon as she dealt with the first two opponents, she immediately switched to others and with the help of her built-in cannon easily eliminated them. Then she turned around and we see how one of the toilets threw cameraman's agent out of the window and she immediately flew to save him. It's good that she has a jetpack. She epically rescues an agent and rushes straight through a skyscraper destroying glass, and it looks very epic and unusual. To be honest, I would watch this episode in VR glasses to fully feel like the main character of this episode. Then she lands on the ground with the rescued agent. And on Earth, as we can see, there is also a battle between agents and toilets. At first I didn't understand why there are so many toilets here, but if you look closely, you can see the inscription Skibidi base, and it became clear to me. Agents, as in the original series, are trying to get into the secret base of Skibidi toilets. Only in this universe the scientist is still in another place. Next, the camera woman turns and we see a large Skibidi helicopter flying right at us, and he probably wants to feed us all ice cream or treat us to cookies, because he has already fired 2 missiles at the agents. Next, camera woman decides to fight him one-on-one. She pushes off from the car and with the help of a jetpack flies right into the face of the enemy. She turned out to be so strong that she was able to move his head, and the engine oil of this opponent began to spill and, by the way, splattered our screen. Then, when the flying enemy has been eliminated, the camera woman returns to the agents and wipes his lens from the enemy's engine oil. Well, let it be cleared, it remains only to come to the base and open the door. She looks around and we can see my colleague from this multiverse here. This is Elite Clockman, would tell you guys why I was here, but for that you need to watch this video to the end. We are continuing. Next, a large black smoke appears. Initially, I thought it was the Titan TV man, but as you know, friends, in this universe, the Titan TV man is currently on a secret mission. But I think we'll see him soon. Like it if you want to see the Titan TV man in this multiverse sooner. And a huge crazy Skibidi toilet with a mask and no eyes appeared from the portal. This opponent is a reference to the movie Mad Max. And as soon as the camera woman wants to attack this opponent, the operator runs up to us and tells us that this is not necessary. He's listening, and we need to be quieter. Camera woman turns around and we see a slightly funny scene as agent cameraman holds back the mouth of the Skibidi toilet so that he does not start singing his Skibidi Skibidi song, and the other agents begin to walk very quietly and approach the Skibidi base. But unfortunately, as soon as one of the agents of the speakermen steps on a tin can, one immediately flies into it Morgenstern and the explosion happens. Next, the agents panic and begin to attack this enemy, and as soon as the enemy realized that there were a lot of agents in this place, he rose into the air and brought down all his power and weight on this place. But fortunately, an agent is helping us, and most likely this is the same agent that we saved at the very beginning of the episode. We run for cover into some kind of brick building. But unfortunately this cameraman agent was unlucky and he was destroyed by the enemy, and then when it seemed that there was nowhere else to go, he comes. The improved Titan is a speakerman and distracts this insane opponent. Titan speakerman has received a number of improvements, which includes armor for both arms and legs, as well as for the chest. And he also got an upgrade of his blasters. And then I'll tell you more about it. The Titan speakerman lands and starts attacking the opponent with a very loud sound. The enemy tries to attack him, but misses. Then the Titan speakerman dodges the enemy's blows, takes off and attacks him with his upgraded blasters. Most likely, his old blasters were used to make large mobile cannons, which we saw in the last 16 episode. Next, apparently, the Titan speakerman wanted to end the fight and ran into the enemy, but then he was attacked, because the enemy started shooting at him with cannons. After that, the Titan went into hand-to-hand combat and used a laser from his reactor. The enemy started attacking him again, but the Titan was able to cut off one chain and appropriated the enemy's weapon. After that he activated his updated flamethrower and began to beat the enemy with his own weapon. Titan Speakerman finished this fight very beautifully. It reminded me of Mortal Kombat, and the Titan Speakerman was like a scorpion character. As we saw, his blasters are equipped with sharp knives, which, as it turned out, can fly out of his blasters. I think it has been updated very coolly and I really like its appearance. Titan finishes off the enemy with a very loud sound. After that, he looks at us and shows us a like, and the camera woman reciprocates, also shows him a like. I also hope that you friends have liked this video, because now the most interesting thing begins. We look at the entrance to the base and agents and TV woman are already standing near it, who greets us and calls us here. Camera woman arrives very quickly and we see the agents trying to open the door. Yes, would also make such a face if I saw that such a powerful iron protected door was being tried to knock out with an ordinary kick. Next, TV woman takes us to the secret, secure laboratory of Skibidi toilet. We come to a door and here we have a Morse code made again. That's why people in the comments I'm waiting for you. If you understand Morse code, then write in the comments what is encrypted here. Next, TV woman opens the door and there are two toilet ladies who look very creepy and they noticed us. But it's good that TV woman closed the door, because it's not even known what to expect from these seemingly cute and creepy toilet ladies. To be honest, I was also completely shocked when I saw it for the first time. But we're moving on. And then we see a more terrifying sight. After all, there is some kind of scary creature here and devours Skibidi toilets. And it turned out to be Skibidi Momo. She attacks camera woman and it's good that TV woman was with us, because with her orange glow she sets this terrible creature on fire, and camera woman shoots at her from his machine gun equipped with an aimbot. But this scary Skibidi Momo doesn't care and she starts laughing madly, but suddenly a huge golden spear arrives and punches this opponent through his mechanical head. And yes, you got it right, it was an elite Clockman agent. Next, the camera woman turns around and here we appear. Specifically, these are Elite Clockman, Isotoilet and I, that is, Moby. Don't be surprised that I'm still here in the form of a digital virus. The filming of this episode took place even before I found the body of a computerman agent with a built-in personality who, I am told, wants to take over my channel and gain control over me. Is that really true? Write about it in the comments. In the meantime, I'll continue the analysis. Elite Clockman shows that everything is okay and then we see how TV woman reads the very folder Skibidi Apocalypse. If you did not know, then this folder cannot be read. Next, Isotoilet and I wanted to do what we did in episode 13. But Elite Clockman told us not to do that. We trust him, so we didn't do what we did in episode 13. Next, TV woman scanned the entire folder and sent all the data to one very secret place. And this is the end of episode 17 of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse. Now let me answer your questions. You're probably wondering why we didn't do what we did in episode 13. Guys, if you are very attentive, you know that this folder was in strict secrecy and was in a single copy, which Moby and Isotoilet burned back in episode 13. In this folder, which TV woman read, was what would happen in episode 6.
You shouldn't know more than that. We are the guardians of the Skibidi toilet plot. Yes, we know a little more than the rest, but if we say this, then a real